Test.
Second ago and then start with it up and leave it.
Yeah, it's different. I did move it off.
Afternoon, everybody. Afternoon. It is Saturday, the 18th of April, 2025. You're very welcome to a cold and breezy Energia Park in Donnybrook, Dublin 4, for this AIL Division 2C semi-final between Bective Rangers and Thomond RFC. Look, league proper ended 2 weeks ago. We'd like to offer our congratulations to Clonmel, who topped the roster. They say that league tables don't lie, and they don't, you know, because over a long season that started way back last week of September, 18 hard matches through an absolutely miserable Irish winter, Clonmel topped the league, and rightly so. They won 14 games out of 18, finished on 69 points. Bective, second in the league, won 12 games, finished on 65 points. But I suppose the crucial thing for Bective, in all 5 divisions of the AIL, Bective were the highest bonus points team. We got 19 bonus points out of 18 games. So Clonmel first on the roster, 69, Bective second, 67. Our good friends Thomond finished third on 59, and Dolphin with a late run, probably the form team in the league, pipped Munster at the death and got into that 4th playoff spot. So look, as you're probably aware, there's no promotion relegation this year. There's been a redrafting, a redrawing of 2B and 2C. They're going to be merged into North and South leagues. Could talk all day about the merit and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Personally, I'm not a fan, but look, it is what it is. So here we are, 2 weeks after the final round of 18 games, and we're back in semi-final playoffs. You've got Clonmel in first, hosting Dolphin down in Ardguia, Dolphin in fourth, and you've got second on the roster, Bective, hosting our good friends Thomond in third. I think if you had offered Bective and Thomond, 2 teams that this time last year were fighting for promotion out of junior status, and both of us got there in the end. If you'd have told us at the start of the season the two of us would be back here in a playoff shootout to go into a league final, we'd have taken your hand off for that. And look, I'm particularly delighted that Thomond have made it. It's no secret to all four of you that listen to me all season that I have a growl for Thomond. They're probably, well, they're not probably, they are my favourite club outside of Bective Rangers. They're just good people. I get Thomond, I get what they're about. Chatting to them inside. Again, you know, we were chatting last week, we had great crack with the likes of Mike Grimes and Billy McInerney, and met them again as they arrived in for their pre-match lunch today. Mike was telling me that Billy's a great singer. He had a band, I think they were called every second Monday, but word on the streets that Billy's wife won the lotto, so he's dropped the band and he won't be playing the banjo anymore. Well, let's see if Thomond were victorious. We might get a tune out of him in the President's Bar afterwards. So, forecast here today was for rain at 2 o'clock. On the button, the rain arrived, but it's cleared up a little bit now, so the top surface may be a little bit slippy. Sun is shining, but there is a strong wind. It's 15 knots. Unusually, it's actually blowing from the Bective end down to the Wesley end, so it's northwesterly, not the usual southwest, which is the prevailing wind here in Ireland. So from the Bective end down to the Wesley end, it's 12 gusting 15 knots. They're saying it's 11 degrees, but with that northwesterly, it feels the wind chills, making it feel a little bit colder. So your teams today: Bective 15, Tim Carroll; the three quarters, Chris Rowland, Ben Garrett, Bobby Holland, Dave McPolan; the halfback, skipper Matty Gilsonan and young Conor Halpenny. In the front row, Rory Mulvihill, Chris Chen Hennessy, Conor the Buff Kelly. Late change then in the pack, Donald Lawler at 4, and he's now going to be partnered by Mark Moby O'Brien at 5. Tiernan McCluskey is nursing a hamstring, so Tiernan is going to start on the bench. So late change, Oisin, the younger brother, the prettier fella, the faster, more skill. Oisin is going to start at 6, Chris Poole at 7, and James Gallagher has dropped out at the last minute. We'd like to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Gallagher, young baby Cecily. Their first child was born at about lunchtime today, so James understandably is not available, so Gav Kelly is going to move to the back row. Because it's a knockout match, we've got a full squad of 23, so we've got 8 subs. The subs today: Scott Barron, Oscar Egan returning from injury, Scott O'Keefe, Tiernan McCluskey, Ronan Cregan, Charlie Riley, Tom Mack, Tom McCarthy, and the return of Craig Cantwell, which is very timely for us. Craig has been out long term this season with an elbow injury. He's played 6 games, scored 5 tries, so Craig, big unit, great to see him back. We're going to start him from the bench. Your Thomond team today, very quickly, there's only 2 changes from last week. 15, my good friend Luke Costello was only messing last week, Lukey. Jason Kiley, Jake Connolly, Luke Fitzgerald, Sam Baran. Halfbacks Evan Cusack and Owen Sherlock. Front row, Rian Burke, Connor Slater and Sully starts, having come off the bench last week. Tom Goggin, Joe Costello. Back row, Rian O'Dwyer, Captain Keelan McMahon, Shane Kelly. We're going to have a minute's silence today, guys. Another good Ranger has fallen. We're going to have a minute's silence and mark of respect for the late Sean Barrett. Sean, who passed away on the 6th of April. Sean was a long-standing member of Bective. He played for our club in the early 60s through the 70s, and at one time he was part of a team captained by the legendary Brian Mooney. Following his playing days, he continued to serve as a committed supporter, and his dedication to the club was recognised with his election as president for the season 2005-2006. Despite having a busy life as a TD and government minister over a 40-year period, he found time to stand on the sidelines and cheer for the club he loved, and he was a member of our touring party to Argentina in the 2006-2007 season. Over the years, Sean gave of his time and his valuable advice, whenever requested, and with his wife Sheila enjoyed many happy social nights in the clubhouse. Sean will be fondly remembered by all as a true and dedicated Ranger, and his legacy will live on in the club through his son-in-law Weewa, whose son, Sean's grandson Luke, plays on our under-20s. So, Bective Rangers would like to offer our sincere sympathies to Sean's family. Areshte Coreva Anam Dilish. So our referee today is Ross Whitfield, level 1 ref from Portadown, was in talking with Ross earlier on. He corrected me. I said he was level 2 and he went, I'm not, I'm better than that. So the union need to update their website. Level 1 ref, good crack with Ross. As soon as he heard me talking, he went, you're Chuck, I watched the match last week, go easy on me. I'm sure we will. He's assisted today by Ethan Lyons and Kieran O'Flynn. All right, here we go. Evan Cusack kicks long. Good clearance kick by Conor Halpenny. So, a semi-final, lads. A semi-final, all on the line. Depending on the result of the other game down in Ardguiha, if Dolphin were to beat Clonmel, and that's not beyond the bounds of possibility, then these two teams here today are in a straight shootout for a home final. So 5-man called, tapped back by Rian O'Dwyer, taken on by Luke Fitzgerald. Sully, good out of the back offload. Deep kick through by halfback Cusack, but nicely tidied up by fullback Tim Carroll. So two teams, first few minutes will be feeling each other out. Gonna have to put on my sunglasses. Co-com's Paul Haddon has arrived. Yet again, he's looking like a test card for the BBC. He's wearing luminous yellow and pink trainers. How does she let him out? How does she let him out? It's also freezing cold. He's in a pair of cargo shorts, but at least he's got the Bective hoodie on. Okay, so trick play to the front, taken on by Joe Costello. Now chance here for Thomond. Tom Goggin on the charge. He's well stopped by Chris Hennessy. Man, they're getting the ball wide. They got it out to Luke Costello. He's up to the half at 22. Looked a forward pass. He'd be disappointed with that. He'd be disappointed with that. Okay, that was a chance. That was a chance. Now, first scrum. Scrum will tell a tale. I think Bective had dominance in the scrum 2 weeks ago, but let me tell you, about 2 weeks ago, that was a league game. At the end of the roster, this is a cup match. Cup matches take on a life of their own. So what happened 2 weeks ago means nothing, really. Just a quick shout out just before, while we're waiting for the scrum, to Club Director Deck and Julie Lawler. They're out in Venice, and also Pat McKeown, who'd normally be our fourth official and our stats man and our scoreboard man. Pat is out in Marbella. First penalty. 2 Bective, scrum penalty. Vicky saying on the far side they dropped it. So, young Hatton, delighted you made it. No mansplaining today now. Keep it short and succinct. But God, I'm actually going to put back on my shades, Paul, because you're blinding me with the light.
I think I'm only here today to defend myself, in case you let loose on the microphone like you have over the last couple of weeks. But I'll take it in jest.
What's that song, Paul? It's my party. I'll
cry if I want to. Yeah. Apologies for being late. Delighted to be here. Huge contest for Bective and great to be in the semi-final. I'm sure as Chuck has already talked about the achievement from where we came over the last 7-8 years, so Bective take the line out. A lovely carry there by Connor. That's Buff. Halpo out to Gilso. Skipping Bobby. Ball inside to Ben. Lovely clear out and a penalty awarded for man not rolling away. It would look like a high tackle actually. So a great opportunity for Bective on the halfway line now to look for a bit of territory inside the Thomond half. Gilso already opting for the kick.
Yeah, good chance now, Gilso. Give us a nice nudge.
Super kick.
Bective are playing into the wind. The wind is quite strong out there. So, AR Kieran O'Flynn. We've had Kieran a few times. Thought he might have given us a few more yards there. So we're just shy of the 22. So just in terms of what's happened in the squad selection, I was talking during the week, Paul, it's the first time all season we were actually fully loaded. And James' wife has had a baby, so understandably he's dropped out at the last minute. Tiernan is nursing a hamstring, so he's starting off the bench rather than starting from the get-go.
No. Very interesting play. Number 4 for Thomond there. Lying around the offside line and took out Gavin coming around the bend there in front of the referee, no arm out at all. Interesting.
Chris Poole on the charge.
Chris Poole, yeah, you're right. Let's get the head guard.
Chen. High shot.
Now in this situation, the ref is actually slowing games down to have a chat with the captains, but in this situation, cup fixture in front of the post, I think you
absolutely
put the
take the points, yeah. Scoreboard pressure.
So the ref is having, and here he is, he's already put the ball down, the tee is coming on, but referee having a chat there with the Thomond captain. I'm not sure what that's about.
I think Paul,
penalties in a row, and probably that's what he's saying to just reduce the frequency. That's generally what the referees are talking about. It's where you have 1, 2, 3 in a row. Yeah,
clusters, penalties, you know, and if you think actually this corresponding game here 2 weeks ago in the second half, the clusters of penalties were a killer for us. We were giving, as you say, 2 or 3 away in a row and giving Thomond field position.
And that's what's leading to the cards, and you see it in the professional game too. That's what's happening. So it's not necessarily
it's consecutive.
It's not the third or fourth penalty that's the main problem. It's the fact that there was 2, 3, 4 in a row, and that's why they're giving them the warning.
Gilso straight in front of the sticks, 23 metres out, settled the hors d'oeuvres. He's pushed it. Essex has got it.
To put the flag up there.
Yeah, because you know when they take the kick, I always look at the kicker and the touchdown. It's not really the flight of the ball. Gillies, the body language wasn't great there, and the whirl they put it up.
That could have been caught a little bit in the wind, I think there. It looked like it might have drifted to the right of the post, which is telling me that the wind is going from the left corner to the Wesley over by the Donna River. Would that be right? Yeah.
15 knots, yes.
Okay, that's the nautical talk there by Chuck, who's very experienced at sea. So, Bective to receive, Thomond kicking off, 3 points to 0.
7 minutes on the clock.
I think coming into today it was always going to be a tight game, semi-final.
Well, there'll be nothing in this game, there will be nothing in this game.
Well, we know what Thomond are like at knockout. You know, we experienced it last year down in Kildare, and it was a dogfight to the end.
It was, and another 5 minutes, Paul, they would have had us. There's no question on that.
I remember speaking to some of the Thomond crowd after the game about the trip up to Oma, and I had no doubt that they were going to follow us into the promotion.
Look, this is a fine side, Thomond. You know, I spoke just before you arrived in about 2 teams that were junior last season, and now they're up at the pointy end of the All-Ireland League. Knock forward, knock backwards, knock forward. So he's knock-on advantage to Thomond on the Bective 10-metre line. Bective all offside in the middle of the pitch. If he looks behind him, we're in trouble. Didn't see it. Okay, he's going to bring it back for the scrum.
You're talking about Thomond, though. I think, as most people who know anything about Thomond, very, very much a community team, a community club. You know, I keep an eye on them on Instagram, see what they're up to, what they're doing. Great bunch of members. I sat with the president and his group 2 weeks ago down here, and you know, Mikey Grimes, very interesting, and actually
the back as well. They're joined at the hip.
They're great fun, they're great crack.
aren't they?
Good fun over a bit of lunch, and then we come out and we do battle on the field, and then we go back in.
And then we
have a
go back
pint
in
after,
and have, and that's really what rugby is about.
That's what it's about. Yeah. I've played many matches in Thomond myself, and always had a great welcome, no matter what the result. And we've won some and lost some,
Okay, quick scrum ball now. What can Thomond do?
It's a lovely ball.
Luke Costello. He's done well. He's broken the first line. He's going to go all the way, is he? Beautiful inside ball into that man, Sam Moran. That's a great try for Thomond. Effectively disappointed. Costello broke the first line of defence, but he did well. First try on the board in this game. We're 9 minutes in, and it's for that man, Sam Moran, top try scorer for Thomond in the AIL. Moves on to 14 tries.
Yeah. And Costello was fantastic 2 weeks ago. He actually got yellow carded at the end of the game. Cut that line perfectly, created the space and ran inside him. Very unselfish. You'd probably think he'd pin the ear back, but they've gone for the 7 points. Now that's how you treat a cup match. Every point is crucial. So it'll be 7 points to 3 here now, and big reaction from Bective.
Evan's not going to miss this.
Yeah, but Costello caused a lot of trouble for us 2 weeks ago here.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I was slagging him. I was talking to his mum and dad after the match. And, he was having words of me coming in, go easy on me today. But he's a fine player, Luke. He did really well there.
But you can see the turn of pace on dry ground, even on this surface of the 4G, he can be exceptionally dangerous.
And let's not forget, of course, that Thomond backline is being coached by the man. He's known as the man in our house, the great Keith Earls. Chatting to Earlsy before the game. 2 girls are down here sitting in front of us. So any backline coached by Keith Earls, you can be damn sure they're going to be exciting. Well done there by Tom Goggin. Sully, good chop tackle.
Going for the up and under.
So halfback Owen Sherlock, relieving kick.
It's a little kick.
Good high one on the Bective 10-metre line. Underneath it is Tim Carroll. He wants to run. Double hit by Rian O'Dwyer and Sam Moran. Good counter rucking as well by Thomond. So it's good defensive hit there as well. However, Chris Poole gets the ball back. Bective want to go down the short side through the hands. Oisin McCluskey. The buff straight through Sully. He's over the halfway. Eventually he's taken down on the halfway. Flat ball taken on by Donna Lawler. No doubt you can hear there's a great crowd here. You can't see them because they're under the camera, but there's a big travelling contingent come up from Thomond, and they're very vocal. And yeah, Evan Cusack knows, smarts, thinking clearly under pressure. This is a cup game. Every opportunity you get, have a go. He's also got quite a strong win behind him, Paul.
Yeah. Well, Thomond are definitely setting the pace early on, looking to go into a 7-point lead here with this kick. Tough kick, but sometimes they say actually when there's a bit of wind, you're nearly better off at a distance from an angle. That's probably one of the harder kicks. A 50-metre kick straight in front of the post is a difficult one. Yeah, and that's a crosswind, so you think if it was a golf shot, he's playing to the right of the post, probably almost to the Kingston Motors Hyundai sign there now.
So he wants to be aiming at the right-hand post and hoping it'll bring it in. He's a fine kicker, Evan Cusack. He will have the distance with the wind behind him. He'll have the distance.
Oh, he's got the little left knee lift.
Yeah, he's definitely got the distance.
Yeah.
However, just pushed it. Wind didn't bring it in. Let off. Yeah, let off for Bective. So we're 12 minutes in. It's still a 4-point game. Score is Bective 3, Thomond 7. Remembering as well today, Paul, tries are immaterial. There's no bonus points in a knockout game. No. You only need to win 1-0.
Yeah, that's the point I was making earlier in relation, it's a win or nothing game. Oh, knockout.
Ball is broken loose, turnover ball, Bective looking to get the ball wide. We have the numbers here. Moby O'Brien, that's a great pass. Taken by Dave McPolan, cuts back inside, breaks through the first line, eventually is hauled down by Moran, but you're right, not held. Now quick ball, it is quick ball, the buff from the charge, bounces off the first man, quick recycle again, Hoppany needs support. Chris Poole.
The penalty
Advantage here, yeah. So back to free shot down the short side. The buff. Little show and go. He's done well.
There's a prop switch.
Eventually take the yes.
Hand off.
Hennessy. Gilsonen. There is space out here now. Ball out to Tim Carroll. Gliding. Look at him go. Gets it out to Chris Roland on the wing. Cuts inside. Good tackle by Luke Costello. However, Bective 8 metres out.
I'm not seeing the hand.
They go again. Gilsonen looking for the long floating pass. Is it going to make it? It is. Gavin Kelly. He gets it out to Dave McPolan. Eventually buried into touch. That's great play.
He's gone back.
He's playing a long advantage.
It's a Bective line out on the 5 metre line. I'm surprised he didn't go and speak to the linesman. But then it's a 3-point opportunity with a penalty.
Yeah. So what does Gilly do?
But I think Gilly's going for a touch here. I mean, he's talking to him now. So yeah, interesting. So arguably you could say, you know, an advantage for the 3 points, you know, is that's he wants to be able to make the choice as to whether or not he'll kick. But they look like they're going. Bobby's pointing already, speaking to Gilso. They're making the decision to go to touch. Gilso's asking. He's asking that he was already in touch. Refs have none of it though, so he's going to have to put it in himself. And that looks like a safe touch.
Yeah, good nudge.
And it's on the well, it's more or less about 7 metres out.
Not bad, okay. Bective, what will they do? It'll be a 5-man, I'm guessing, on Gavin Kelly.
Well, but super tempo in that last phase of play there in terms of speed. And what's happening is you saw a rush defence by Thomond. One came out of the line, left the overlap for Tim to exploit on the outside, gets the ball to Roland then in a bit of space, and it was a last gasp tackle that stopped him.
It is a 5-man taken by Gavin Kelly. Ball is now at the back. Oshie McCluskey breaks off. He's up to the 5 metre line. Needs to get his knee down. He does. Right, so to Rook. Got a release. Now Bective, Bobby Holland, go man Bobby, in under the post. He may be 43 years of age and got grey hair, but he's still got it. Form is temporary, class is permanent. Bobby Holland, 15 minutes in, Bective's first try.
Yeah, look, and I think that was that wasn't against the run of play. I think Thomond have dominated in the phases prior to the missed penalty. Bective had an opportunity to come back into the game. They took the opportunity. Played at high tempo, moved the Thomond pack around a little bit, forced the penalty, and then as you see, we go through a play that we've done throughout the season, which is kick for touch, win the line out, look for the drive. Thomond did very well to break that driving maul, but then it was a few phases after they got Bobby under the post, and that's a 7-point haul there.
Yeah, so skipper Matty Gilsonen, now that moves Bective back into the lead, as Paul said, 7-point haul, so score is now Bective 10, Thomond 7, and we are 16 minutes on the clock. So entertaining stuff from both teams.
There's no doubt you get your money's worth no matter what happens.
So Evan Cusack with the restart. Goes long. Deep into the Bective 22, taken by Chris Roland. He wants to have a pop. He's hauled down on the 22, yes, so we can have a clearance kick if we want. Nobody back in that 0 position, so Hoppo's going to do it himself. Now, does he want to make his touch, or is he looking for a contestable? He's made touch just high of the 10 metre line.
You say 10, I say 40. Same perspective, isn't it?
Old school, new school. Which of us is old school?
I don't know. We could both be deemed to be old school, I think, at this stage. Beautiful day out for a match.
It is. It's cold down there, though. I know you don't feel the cold.
No,
you have a lot of built-in insulation hats. Was that a dig? Was that a dig?
There's certainly 120 kilograms of it, but anyway.
Well taken by Rian O'Dwyer. It's quick ball.
Lovely ball in behind.
Out to Sam Moran, he's got good speed. Breaking the first tackle, he's breaking the seat. He's going to go all the way. He's going to go all the way. Is he just tackled shy of the line? Now, which side for Thomond? Which side? Left, right. Good counter-rucking by Bective. It's slower ball for Thomond. Taken on by Shane Kelly. He's now held up by Bective. They're trying to hold him up for a choke and a turnover ball. What's the referee doing? No signal. What's he doing? What's he calling? Is he calling held up turnover ball?
Well, I mean, it is a held up turnover ball.
Well, let's see.
What's he warning?
Let's see.
Don't see how
there's a loud blast on the whistle. It's He's given a penalty, is he? He's not.
Well,
No, he's turnover ball. Bective scrum.
Yeah.
Bective scrum.
Also, Thomond 9 has given the ball to Halpo.
Okay, look,
That was an
Sambaran, it's
exceptional bit of
dangerous.
attack by Thomond there. You know, Tim showed the outside and he shouldn't have.
And he was
because,
skinned.
he was skinned.
He was skinned.
Not only skinned, but the winger stepped in and out.
Yeah, so Sambaran is our highest try scorer, 13, and he got another one earlier on, so he's up to 14, and there is a reason. He's got good speed.
Last tackle that caught him on the line, though, you know.
Okay, so 19 minutes in, defensive scrum for Bective. Tim Carroll standing back on the dead ball line. We'll be looking at a big left boot from Tim, perhaps. Good scrum by Bective. Gavin Kelly comes off the back, trying to open up the angle. Chris Hennessy, good chop tackle.
Going through. You got to let the 9 play it. This is the trick here, see.
Tim Carroll, long, but it's not going to make touch. Wonder is that by Sambaran. Unlucky, he'll be disappointed. Yeah. Unlucky.
Sometimes when you have too much time in the ball, it can almost be a distraction. But the ball, I think, moved a little bit.
Yeah, it did. Just at the end, it moved. Yeah.
Got a lot of height, and
there's nothing worse.
You can almost feel the weight of expectation.
Yeah, and it's 2 seconds waiting to come down.
I've been in that position once or twice.
You haven't been balling. You were a second row in the back row.
But I've been on the wing taking a break, you see. So I'd be taking a breather. The next one, someone kicked the ball to me.
Sucking gas. Great chat before we arrived in with
substitution be made here, I think, by Thomond.
The early scouting duo of Richie Neal and Pat Sherlock, the kit man and the manager for Thomond. Good slagging going on in the dressing room with me before the game. Right, we are 20 minutes in, first quarter over. Bective 10, Thomond 7, nip and tuck. Thomond looked very dangerous out the backs. Solid scrum, no. Always wonder how it must be so hard for a ref when they're coming around. What do you do?
I'm not even sure a front row would be able to describe exactly what happened there, but you would think in possession that either they're locking it on the loose side, as in Thomond, to allow the wheel, and then the referee is saying either the defence is wheeling or the attack is wheeling. And
it's probably easy out for the ref to just go, let's reset and go
But
again.
in that situation, though, sometimes they're so exposed that if Halpo was in the position and Gav could flick it up, you nearly have a run at the, a 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 down the wing. So just watch how their 9 defends here, if that happens again. If he's going to defend the open side. So there he is, he's dropping back into the 8 slot. Now he's defending the open side.
Okay, Bective get it out. Ben Garrett cuts back inside.
You got to release, it's got to be released. There's no clear release in that tackle.
Gilson, Dave McPolan.
Oh, that's got to be offside.
Bobby Holland, beautiful offload to Gavin Kelly.
Hold on to it, Gavin.
Eventually hold down just inside the half. Now quick ball for Bective, it is quick ball. Gilson puts through a kick, it's blocked down, taken on by Donald Lawler. Bounces Sambaran off and eventually goes to ground on the 10-metre line. Bective, recycle, go again, Chris Hennessy. Bobby Holland, change the point of attack, Bective want to come down the short side. Gilson goes through a hole.
He was held, well played.
The buff, he's done well. Bective continuing down the short side, so this is a tactic, they've obviously seen something. The buff, little tip on. Yeah, it's not a knock on, so it's free to play. Taken on by Gavin Kelly. Good counter rooking there though from Thomond, so Bective getting nothing. Free shot. Gilso wants to get it out wide. Here we go, Tim Carroll, halfway line. 10-metre line, throws it out to Chris Rowland, juggles with it, keeps it. It's over the back of his hand, gets it back to Tim Carroll. Now, Bective, 10 metres out, Bobby Holland takes it up to the 5-metre line. Now, quick ball. It is quick ball. Oisin McCluskey taken down, 1 metre out. Recycle. They're not going to recycle. There's a blue jersey there. Ref is calling it held up. They'll be disappointed there. Looked like it was a blue jersey. fallen on the wrong side. Okay.
I think once you cross the line in that situation, you
Yeah,
have to say
the
the
advantage
advantage
is
gone.
over, yeah.
But a very good defence by Thomond. We've talked about this throughout the season, where you can defend in a situation where on your line, if you're able to get in and around the ball, and all you got to do is hold the player up. Automatically with the new rule, it's your 22 or your goal line kick, and 9 out of 10 times the goal line kick is going as far as the 40 from their own goal line, or if not in some cases the halfway line, which brings it back, in terms of that's a 50-metre gain essentially. Now you have to chase the kick obviously and defend from it. But
just while we have a man down injured, Sully, you can hear the roaring from the back pitch. It's a big weekend in Bective. We've got the Forts League final is on the back pitch right now against Barnhall. We've got our Thirds Cup semi-final against the BFG Ravens out in Malahide. Hope that pitch is playable. And tomorrow we've got the under-13 league final, coached by the great Paul Hatton. They've got a league final against Clontarf and Donnybrook at 1300.
Yeah.
Under 13s, and they're having a captain's run after this game.
they are indeed, yeah. We get the kids out just to make sure we get them sort of focused on what's happening tomorrow. It's a big day for them. We also have Laners, Bective and Lansdowne team that are playing in the under-15s final tomorrow out in Clondalkin against St Mary's, so we wish them luck as well. So great to see all the age groups throughout Bective, competing at, quarter, semis, finals, the junior level as well at senior rugby. It's fantastic to see that level of success, and the fact that it brings, an extra or an additional 2 or 3 weeks to 4 weeks in the season.
Yeah,
so great to see it happening.
We're a club reborn, Paul, and regenerated over the last number of seasons. We're now fielding 4 senior teams under 20s who won their league and were beaten in a cup semi-final last week, and all the underage teams, 15s, 14s, 13s, all doing well. It's great to see. All right, we are 24 minutes in. Evan Cusack,
So there you are,
huge
over the
boot,
halfway
taken
line.
by Oisin McCluskey on the 10-metre line. He's going to look for Tim Carroll. They need to look for Tim Carroll, taken on by Pooler. 2 men eventually take him down just on the 10-metre line. Holland. Ben Garrett cuts back inside.
Oh, you got to roll away. That's
Yeah, no rolling away by
Slowly down
13,
the
Jake
field.
Connolly. Moby. He's well taken.
Again, lazy that's got to be lazy at the back of the ruck there, preventing fast play by
Donald Lawler, beautiful offload. Out to Rog, Rory Mulville. Bective recycle, going down the short side. Gilson takes it on himself, doesn't want to throw out bad ball. Options both sides, Bective go open. Chris Poole.
Look, staying
Now they've changed the point of attack, down the short side. Chris Hennessy. Now they're making a few metres. Gavin Kelly tips on. Oisin McCluskey. Pick and go by Gav Kelly, he's done well. Eventually hauled down by Rian O'Dwyer, taken on again by Chris Poole. However, it's turned over in the tackle now. Luke Costello, high kick taken just inside the Bective half by Tim Carroll. Has the look up.
half inside his own half. Now
Great positioning by Cusack, he read that well. It's a super nudge by Evan Cusack, super nudge. Brings the ball just inside the Bective half.
So what I was saying there in that last few phases of play is to whether it's tactical or accidental, but you notice that the Thomond tackler is taking his time on the wrong side of the ruck to roll away from it, causing just that extra second for the Bective 9 for Conor Halpenny to get in and move the ball. Now, as I say, I'm not being cynical here. It could be by accident or it could be by design. And if it's by design and they're playing the ref, that's fine. But Bective have to be cute to that and either point it out to the referee or to deal with it and prevent him being in that position. And sometimes the way to do that is you have to drag him out of the way and physically show. Back in the old days, of course, there was different ways of dealing with it. But in the new era now, you've got to grab the player.
In the old days, you didn't go down because if you did, you were going to like studs down your back.
You don't have to. The thing that it is, the referee can't see everything, but you can show him, and you don't have to be talking and shouting at him. You can pull the guy out of the way so that the referee sees that there's an obstruction there, and then he makes the decision.
Yeah, injury stoppage again for Thomond. Tight head Soliano. Manavalal, or we just call him Sully, it's easier, he's down receiving treatment again. Sully came off the bench last week, he's starting today at tight head, caused a lot of damage last week, he's a good player, big unit. So good crowd here, Paul. There is a good crowd here.
The numbers were slightly lower than 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
at the
for the
pre-match, but
pre-match
there could be
lunch,
people travelling. I mean, even our own Deckies and Julia away as well.
Turnover ball, tidied up by Sully.
Careful to play the 9.
Taken on there by 4, Tom Goggin. Now Cusack, what's he going to do? They want to go wide, they do want to go wide. Luke Fitzgerald has done well, however.
High tackle.
He's calling it a high shot penalty against Bective.
This is within the distance of the last penalty by, well, give or take 4 or 5 metres, but he had the distance for sure.
Yeah, it's nearly the same spot.
So they're going to go for touch by the looks of it. He's lining up.
Wants to have a nudge. Okay.
Yeah. So putting ourselves into a dangerous defensive position now. Yeah, I know he's switched
On
now
the other
because
side,
he's got the wind.
he's got the
Yeah,
advantage of the wind, yeah.
And an extra 10 metres there, I'd say, gained from the penalty position. But clever play. That's
Yeah,
what
he's
they
done
always
well.
do.
Takes the ball.
Do what you can and then
into
you
the
ask for
Bective
forgiveness.
22.
That's how it
Good
is.
attacking platform now for Thomond. We are 27.5 minutes in. It's a one-score game. Bective 10, Thomond 7.
Difficult conditions now for the hooker throwing into this wind. It's a crosswind, you know. I mean, Thomond would nearly to get it straight would nearly have to throw it down their side.
Full line out, it looks like. Full 6-7 man call by Thomond. Looks like they have number 8 Shane Kelly in the first receiver
It's gone to
position.
the tail.
And that's crooked and it's taken on by
wind is
Christian Hennessy. He's done well. He's eventually tackled just shy of the 10 metre line. Now Bective, they got the numbers. That's a high shot. No, he's leaving it go. Okay, he's leaving it go. Bective continue down the short side. Tim Carroll. Eventually, good defence. 3 men. Bury him into touch. Sam Moran and the 2 centres, Luke Fitzgerald and Jay Connolly. They know the danger of Tim. He's probably the most attacking player in the whole of the league.
And he's consistent in what he
Yeah.
does. You mentioned a high tackle there. Personally, I didn't think it was, but I think it's such a fine line with the seatbelt.
Yeah, I don't agree with it
but also it's
either,
the
yeah.
angle of the player being
Yeah,
tackled.
if he's
how does he get
forward,
into it?
if he's leaning in.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the high tackles. They're calling them. They're so strict on them this season. Yeah. Okay, 5 man called by Thomond and well taken. Ball at the back with number 8 Shane Kelly.
Roy Mulder through the centre on the ball.
Well done by Rog. No.
It's absolutely not a penalty. He went through the middle, was on the ball in front of the linesman. That was absolutely not a penalty. And I can't believe the linesman didn't step in there. The 2 lads had 5 metres between each other. He was on the ball through the middle. And just to be clear, a prop generally doesn't come around the side. He's in the heart of it. Ball was caught at 4.
I'm saying nothing.
Rory's in the position of lifting.
I'm saying nothing. Who'd want to be a referee?
No, I'll call it as it is, but that for me, right through the middle, got on the ball, and he was influenced by the sideline, and that's why I would call the linesman there should have corrected that decision, and didn't. So a very cheap penalty in my eyes.
Nice nudge, just shy of, just
Not going to be
inside
on the fence on that
22.
one, Chuck.
Well, I have to be politically correct,
I know.
Paul, you know. Been in enough trouble already this year. I am maturing as I get older, I think. Older and wiser, I think.
Older for sure.
Yeah.
Older for sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 man called by Thomond. Skipper Keelan McMahon in first receiver. Alright, Slater with the throw. To go to the middle. It's poached by Gavin Kelly. It's untidy ball, but it's tidied up well by young Dave McPolan. Exit for Bective now. What are they going to do? Buff is going to truck it up a little bit.
Create the angle here is what they're trying to do. So they go left and right. They'll probably play a few left and rights.
I think Halpo's going to have a go himself. Yeah. Conor Halpenny. Yeah, safe clearance. So we're 31 minutes in. Nip and tuck here in this AIL 2C semi-final. Bective leading 10 points to 7. Nothing between these 2 teams. Slater. They go long and they've done well taking it. Ball at the back now with Sully. They've got a good drive on the small. They've made 10 metres off that. Sully still with the ball, breaks off. Eventually he's taken down by Bective. Good tackle by Hennessy, good top tackle. Penalty, Bective holding on the ground. Thomond will be disappointed with that, but good get out of jail for Bective. I see Sully is down, it's his third time down.
Very important penalty there for Bective under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think Sully's going to come off. I see 18 John Walsh, who started at Loosehead last week. John has come on. Sully's not looking great. Hate to see anybody come off. Hate seeing people get injured, you know.
Yeah, look, you wish that for
talking
both
earlier
teams.
on, just before the game, we were out doing the warm-ups and stuff, chatting with Evan Marr, who had that horrific ankle or leg break, I think it was, up in Belfast earlier in the season. Evan is saying he's going in on the 28th of May to have his, hopefully his final op to get some pins taken out. We wish him well. Good lad, Evan, like Evan. Okay, 6-man call by Bective. 5-man call by Bective. Slow walk in. Where's it going? We're going long. It's an overthrow taken by Slater. Here's a chance now for Thomond. They've got the numbers. They can get it wide. They can get it wide. It's out to 14 in the orange boots. Jason Kiley. Recycle now by Thomond. Beautiful offload. They've done well. Oh, unlucky. Ball was broken loose. It was a knock on. It was a fair attempt by Dave McPullen on an intercept.
It's interesting. I often think fair weather supporters sometimes like to shout out what they believe should be a penalty or a yellow card. 2 hands out, obvious intercept attempt.
Yeah.
Wasn't a penalty. Was a knock on. Well played, referee.
Bective man.
Had he got it, that was a 70-metre try.
Yeah, he would have gone too.
I think he might have taken half time after that.
Young Dave McPullen
He'd make it, but he'd be blown.
joined us, I think, from UCC this year. Came in with Tom McCarthy as well. 2 good young lads out of Cork. Was talking to Tom Mack's family, who are up from Cork for the game today. Grandad Tommy, Dad Tom, Mum Michelle, and a sister as well as the Mum Michelle. Jesus, I've got the names wrong, can't remember everything, but chatting to the mum, and she was saying she could come on if somebody got injured. I said, what position would you play? And she said, I'd play hooker. I walked away at that stage, right?
Tom works with my nephew, actually.
Good to see the McCarthy family up from Cork today. Yeah, Thomas from Cove, he's living out in Blackrock now, working in PwC, Paul.
Yeah, that's where my
PwC.
nephew Oisin is working. Small world. My nephew told me there's a fella he knows working or playing for Bective, and I said, oh, who is he? Oh, this is Donna coming off, is it?
Donna coming off, yeah, that's not great.
He doesn't look.
Deck and Julie will not be impressed out on their holidays. Seen Donna come off.
The leg or the back?
Yeah, and Donna doesn't usually come off injured. So
Tiernan coming on, yeah.
Tiernan is coming on wearing number 1 because the number 1 jersey doesn't fit Rory Mulville. Okay, so Donna coming off 34 minutes in. Deck and Julie watching out in Venice. We're hoping he's okay. Here's the scrum.
Snorkels with him.
Scrum for Thomond right in the middle of the pitch, so there's attacking options both sides. My guess is they'll go left and look at Luke Fitzgerald to take it up. Let's see. So
For me, it's an 8-9 going down the left side.
it's good scrum by Thomond. Good scrum, good scrum, good scrum. He's calling a reset. So you're wondering, is that sub-tight head John Walsh who's just come on, is he making a difference? It's the first time Thomond have got a nudge on in the scrum. Bective been dominant in the scrum before, and so a reset, options both sides. Will A. Shane Kelly take it? Head down the right hand side. I'm looking at 4 backs laid out left. You've got both centres, Luke Fitzgerald. Jake Connolly, you've also got the fullback Luke, and then Jason Kiley at the wing.
The ball down the left side.
I think they're going.
Good job of it.
I think it's going left.
So we're holding our defence. Yeah, there he goes. He's making the move right.
Another good
Trying to
scrum.
shift the
Another
defence.
good
No,
scrum.
he's going
Okay,
left.
they are going left. Fitzgerald
Numbers
takes it
wide.
on.
Numbers wide.
Gets the ball out too.
good tackle.
Luke Costello, it is a good tackle.
Yeah, you can't miss
Taken
those
down
tackles.
7 metres out. Recycled. Skipper Keelan McMahon on the charge. Tom Goggin. Penalty. What's that for, Paul? Didn't see it.
see it.
Always called a Bective player over as well.
This is the top one now.
And it's going in the pocket. Oh, seriously. For what?
Gavin Kerr, of all the people, high tackle. Of all the people to be going off for 10 minutes.
So Gavin will miss 5 minutes up to half time in the first 5 in the second half. Most unusual with Gavin. Gavin's one of the few hasn't given away a yellow card this season. So now, penalty, yeah. Right decision in my opinion. Evan Cusack going to nip this over, bring the ball, bring the game level. It's going to be 10-all. 4 minutes left before half time. He's saying it was a shoulder rather than a high tackle, a shoulder. Okay, didn't see it, can't comment.
Big shout out to Alan McGovern and Peter McNamara sitting in the Intercontinental at the fundraiser for Spinal Injuries Ireland. Hope you're enjoying the game, lads.
Cusack straight between the 6, so we've 4 minutes left in this half. Old square here in Energy and Park in Donnybrook. Try a piece, the score is Bective 10, Thomond 10, but Bective now down to 14 men.
So, how do we react to that? 10-all on the scoreboard, 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Gavin Kelly on the bench in the bin. He'll have another 5 or 6 minutes into the second half to sit out. So it's about consolidation here for Bective.
Gozo kicks long, taken by number 8, Shane Kelly. Still going, he's done well. Eventually hauled down by Mark Moby O'Brien, but he's made it up to the 10-metre line. It's great play by Thomond. Slater trying to get it wide. No, Cusack has it go himself. Ball has gone forward. Ball has gone forward.
Half time?
What? Okay, it's gone early. Okay. Stadium clock is saying 3 minutes left. He's gone early. All right, so look, it is nip and tuck, as you would suspect here in this All-Ireland League Division 2C final. Game is all square. Bective 10, Thomond 10. Normally at half time we would look at telling you to take a smoke, put on the kettle, grab another can of whatever you're having, but I want to take this opportunity today, the 18th of April. Today is the 14th anniversary of my good friend and a good Bective Ranger, Oran Nardo Power. This week as well is also the 35th anniversary of Nardo captaining a Fox Cup winning team of which I was on. Wrote a eulogy for Nardo. Back when he died, there wasn't really any Facebook or social media back around then, so want to pay respects to my friend Nardo. Oh captain, my captain, Oran Power, Nardo, the Nards, Bective Rangers, Fox Cup winning captain 1991. Our captain, my captain. Spring 91, Johnny Bean is putting a team of bangers together for the Fox Cup. Nardo will captain. That means the Congol's massive will all feature heavily. His brothers Butch and Weewall, Gar Quinn and myself all-star. Nepotism at its finest. We win the cup after 4 rounds. Legendary celebrations up in Kylie's for the week following. Legendary for a J4 victory. Well, the further down the scale you drop, the bigger the victory, the bigger the crack. Nards always in the thick of any messing. I always said that this 1991 Nardo-inspired Bective victory kick-started the Celtic Tiger. Truth, lads. 14 years gone now, 14 years missed, 14 years and still spoken of in the highest regard by all whose lives he touched. Nards was an Irish Times crossword whiz, a learned scholar, a genius mind, but hidden behind a large wall of reservation, shyness even, until the pints of Chadwick's kicked in, and then he was on, the life and soul of the party, great crack. My buddy Nards cruelly drew his last breath out in Bray Route all alone this day 14 years ago. Shocking phone calls bouncing around Sokodu, breaking the awful news. We waked him back in the club 22 for 2 mad days and 2 mad nights. The best wake ever. He would have been so proud. We will remember him each year. We will remember him each day. Today, as I said, is his 14th anniversary, and this week the 35th anniversary of our Fox Cup win. The most likeable, quiet, friendly, unassuming guy you would care to meet. A gentleman and a scholar. Every day is hard, but today is harder and more poignant. We still miss you, Nards, we still remember you, and we still love you. Rest easy, Nards, my captain.
Boys!
Will you talk to me? Will you talk to me? Eddie Farr, Director of Rugby, Thomond, nip and tuck, 10-all, as you would suspect in a cup match. Nothing between these two teams.
Nothing between Bective and Thomond today. He said kick of a ball between us. So we just got to keep it going and hope for the best.
All right, good luck.
Yeah. Let's go. Come on, a big 40 minutes. Come on, Bective.
Ben Mannion, Bective head coach. As I said to Eddie Farr, nothing between these two teams as you expect in a knockout cup match.
Yeah, it's semi-final footy. We've been relatively happy. It's quite a strong breeze.
We have the benefit of that.
Yeah, we've got that second half here, so hopefully we'll use it well. Just got to now work hard to win this. So everyone wants to work the hardest.
Thanks, Ben. Best of luck. Bective, long kick-off. Unfortunate there for Thomond, knocked on, so good attacking platform, good attacking start for Bective. Working my way back up to the gantry. The old knees aren't great. Joined by Esme Hatton, Paul's daughter. Great girl. Good to see you, Esme. All right.
So knock on from the kickoff there.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was interesting to see the way the first half seemed to end a little bit earlier than we thought, which obviously is going to impact the yellow card and the time on that. So I'm not necessarily sure. I think maybe 5 or 6 minutes left on it. Donnybrook has gone back on as well, so that's good to see. I don't think he's recovered from the injury. Scrum to Bective, attacking inside their 22. Big defensive push by Thomond, knock on by Tiernan at the base of the scrum. And that is a win for Thomond in that particular phase of play.
Yeah, we got Rory Mulvihill now down injured. So Gavin has, by my reckoning, Paul, another 5 minutes to go.
Yeah. Well, he's staying loose on the sideline there. You can't see with the camera, but he's down there, kicking his legs, probably chomping at the bit to get back on, as anyone would imagine he would be.
Yeah, as I say, nip and tuck, talking to both coaches. You know, nothing in his penalty count. 4 in the yellow card against Bective, 5 against Thomond in the first half.
It always feels like the yellow card history we've had throughout the season. Has a game gone by without one? I don't think so.
We're averaging 1.1 yellow cards a game.
There you go.
We've given away 21 now out of 19 matches.
Yeah.
As Joe Smith would say, that's our work on. That's our work on.
But it's exceptionally difficult to play a man down. You saw how Ulster capitalised on Max Deegan's yellow card.
Yes,
yellow
right,
that became a red. It's a numbers game, you know, and you can see what Thomond are trying to do. They're trying to move the ball to the wings pretty fast. They're dominating in set piece when it's line at or scrum, specifically scrum, because that's where the man down. You've got 8 against 7 in the scrum, and even 8 against 8, we were, you know, it was a battle. So Thomond are always going to come out winning that one.
Okay, so Rory Mulvihill walking to the sideline.
Yeah, Scotty's on.
Scotty Barron is on. Had a great game last week.
He did play very well.
Scored a great try. He also put out a beautiful long pass, maybe 20 metres up here on the right-hand touchline to set us up for a try in the old Wesley corner. Didn't call it out in comms at the time. Scotty pulled me up on that at training on Thursday night. And to be fair to him, it was a beautiful left to right pass across his body, right in front of Rollers. Rollers didn't even have to break stride. So
I can see Scotty at 2 a.m. with the chicken roll, reviewing the YouTube and taking notes.
Correct.
Yeah,
It's good scrum by Thomond, so they flipped it around. They're getting scrum dominance. Wondering, is that the introduction of John Walsh has made the difference?
Yeah. Well, I definitely. I mean, you're right, but I definitely think 8 against 7. You know, 8 against 8, it was tight.
Yeah.
But 8 against 7, you're just not winning it, and they're going to take advantage.
The buff there, Conor Kelly having a word with ref Ross Whitfield, saying your man is pushing up. Ross having none of it. Good kick by Cusack, brings the ball up just inside the
linesman was very optimistic there. He was down inside the 22, was expecting big things.
Yeah, Kieran O'Flynn on the other side. We've had Kieran a few times last year. He's good quality ref.
You were talking about the under-13s tomorrow. We have a full referee contingent. There's 8 referees in the branch coming down, providing linesmen and referees for all 5 finals that have been played here in Donnybrook tomorrow, from Division 4 to the Premiership. Great day for all the kids.
That's a dummy. It is. Unlucky by Colin Slater. Okay, so what do we do now? It's a free kick. Tip and goal.
Well, you don't go for scrum, I can tell you that.
Tip and goal.
He's going for a high.
Yeah, it's going okay. He's going to put up a huge one.
Yeah. He's telling them. You can't.
Just inside the 22, is it? 2 of them go for it.
Yeah,
eventually taken and marked by 15, Luke Costello.
Yeah. You can't charge a free kick like that though, because the ball hasn't been tapped, so that was an interesting one.
Yeah, I think they were mistaking it with the mark, which you can charge as soon as he makes his run.
Yeah, okay, so that's a gain for Bective.
Yeah, net gain for Bective. Safe touch by Luke Costello. Other shout-outs just while we're on here. The Mossel Bay Massive down in South Africa, the Conor Murphy or Conor Halpenny fan club. They tune into every game. Big shout-out also to Marius and Stain Swartz, also out in RSA. We've got Mark Chalou in San Francisco. We've Harry Leahy in Germany. We've Ollie Foote in New Zealand. And we've Scotty Barron.
Ollie Foote, is he in New Zealand now?
Scotty Barron living in Wayne's World, which sounds like a wonderful place. That's a good break by Fitzgerald. However, it's intercepted. Ben Garrett puts through a little dinky kick. Cusack is back covering.
Brought back into the 22 minutes.
Yeah, so they're outside now. They're not going to be able to kick direct to touch from here. Good stop by Chris Hennessy. They're still inside, I think.
Wrong play though. Yeah. To go down inside the 22.
Yeah, I'm not sure Sherlock can kick this out, so it's going to be a high, long distance one. Hasn't got great distance. Who's under it for Bective? There's nobody under it. Ball is broken loose. Taken by Keelan McMahon. Here's an opportunity. Untidy ball. Eventually looks like it's tidied up by Bective's Dave McPolan. Now Bective wanted to go down the left. Gilsonen puts through a bouncy kick. Where's it going to bounce? Where's it going to bounce? It's too far. Unlucky.
That's back to scrum from where.
Yeah, you could see what Gilso was trying to do.
But the question is, do you say? I don't know. Yeah.
There was a knock on there, but I
wasn't
think
sure
it
if
was
they handed it.
advantage over.
He could have said. He could have said advantage over. So no, he didn't. He's given the
sub coming on there for Thomond 22, Jamie McGarry.
You've got to be close to Gavin coming on now.
Jamie, if I remember correctly, played 15 in the playoff final last year. It's a good player. He missed the opening match of the season against us down in Liam Fitzgerald Park because he was off getting married. Timing wasn't great there, Jamie. No. Should have timed it for the off season.
I doubt that Jamie had a choice or an opinion in that. He was probably told.
All right, so we are 45 minutes in. Scrum to Thomond on the 10-metre line. Gavin Kelly getting ready now, looking to come back on and bring Bective back up to 15 against 15. Say at the next play, it's a better scrum by Bective, much better scrum by Bective. Penalty to Bective, excellent scrum. That's more like it. And it was 7 against 8. Scotty, of course, coming up, giving it large, taking all the credit for it. We'll give it to you, Scott. Just to keep you updated on what's happening down in Ardguia in the other semi-final. At the moment it's Clonmel 23, Dolphin 12. So Bective with a penalty, Gilsonen, rightly so. It's a cup match, it's on the 10-metre line. He will have the distance, but he's opted to go for the post. Think he's right, Paul?
Yeah, I think he's right. Choice. I think it's the right choice. You keep pushing the scoreboard in the right direction when you get the opportunity. You know?
Yeah, as I said, no bonus points needed here. Just need to be leading by 1 point at the death, that's all.
It's that percentage return in terms of territory. When you're inside the opposition half, what's your gains? Because you can see through the game now, you have to work hard for every point from both sides. Thomond are working hard for their 10.
Now Gilso straight in front of the sticks, 40 metres out. He's got the distance. Look at Gilso, he likes it. His body language is good, he likes it. It's over! Excellent kick, skipper Matty Gilsonen. 47 minutes on the clock. Bective edge back into the lead. Bective 13, Thomond 10.
This is the part of the game we always talk about here. After scoring, you're probably at you're most vulnerable. How do we react? Clean catch, clean take. A couple of subs we made here. Moby's coming off.
So Moby is coming off. Kelly is coming back out of the bin. Ben Garrett coming off, and it's great to see Craig Cantwell returning after 2.5 months out with an elbow injury. Huge high hanging, long restart by Evan Cusack. Taken by Chris Roland, but he also took 2 players with him. However,
that's what the referee's hand signals were, no clear release. So they did very well to catch rollers inside the 22 there. Yeah. But you've got to get the release there.
Chance for Tim Carroll, get us up to the halfway line. Crowd getting vocal here. Kicked it long. Jamie McGarry underneath it, takes it on the 22. Chris Hennessy, super tackle. Recycle, McMahon, Fitzgerald. He's done well, brings it up to the halfway line. Now, Thomond down the left here. Loose pass, tidied up by Jamie McGarry. Ankle tap by Chris Hennessy. Ball taken on by 4, Tom Goggin. So Thomond now, yeah, they're coming down this side again. Here comes Fitzgerald a second time. Little show and go, didn't want to throw it out. They come a third time down the short side. Sherlock. Well, it was a handoff, you're allowed handoff. Bective intercepted, well done. Oisin McCluskey taken off the scrum cap, makes it difficult for me to pick him out. Now Bective get a chance to go wide. Bobby Holland, old man Bobby, wise old head, puts through a good dinky kick. Beautiful, just shy of the 50-22.
That's how close it was to a turnover line.
Good man Bobby, keeps us down in their half, using the wind as well,
You were saying
Paul.
about the handoff. I didn't disagree with the handoff being allowed. It was more the position of the hand out and the hand in the face. It did look like it could have been questionable, but anyway. I suppose that the lesson in there is to get low and there'll be no handoff.
Perhaps. So what are we calling? They're calling a 4-man, are they? They're calling a 4-man. So this will go to, I
There's
suspect,
danger here for going over the
Rian
top.
O'Dwyer at the white sleeves, right? Indeed it
They threw
does.
They threw it close.
Ball is broken loose, it's scrappy ball.
Oh, good, and that's a
Scrappy
handoff.
ball,
That's a
pile
handoff.
through, Bective, pile through. Thomond eventually tidied up, but they're on their line. Bective counter-rucking. Think they've turned it over, Paul, have they?
No, we're still.
Okay, so Thomond, right on their line. They're going to have to work their way out of here.
Space and dropping
Yeah.
it. Well, it's not dropped back that far. Oh, yeah, okay, cleared his line.
Well done by Sherlock. Well done by Sherlock.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunate, knocked down by Bective. Yeah, it was a good kick by
Just not a great field.
scrum half Sherlock. Another sub coming on now for Thomond, number 19, Morgan Bateman. Bective now up to the full complement, so we're back to 15 against 15. Looking at who's coming off, I think it could be number 8, Shane Kelly. So, Paul.
Yeah, okay, just while we have a bit of a breakdown in play, you gave a lovely tribute there to Nardo earlier. I just wanted to call out Kieran Curley, a Bective Ranger. We lost him 3 years ago on the 20th of April, 2023. And every year, this time, we try to celebrate. We're raising the glass in the Swan, his brother-in-law's pub, to remember him. Kieran played from under 20s right through to senior, and every team in between, so he was a real Bective through and through, and we miss him, and we think of you, Kieran, and we think of the family, and here's to you.
Well said, Paul. Okay, Thomond. Fitzgerald, little kick over the top, well tidied up by skipper Gilson. Refs bringing them back, calling offside for Bective. Tell you, you're nervous to be shot. We're 52 minutes into this game. It's a one-score game. There's 3 points between them. Bective 13, Thomond 10, both playing for a shot at an All-Ireland final place next Saturday. Venue to be decided, depending on what happens down in Ardguiha. Safe nudge there by Cusack, brings the ball up to the halfway line. Wind is picking up, Paul. You can see Kieran O'Flynn's flag nearly standing up straight, so Bective do have the benefit of strong wind in this second half.
This really is an arm wrestle.
Isn't it?
What you'd expect for a semi-final. I'm delighted that my under-13s are then watching this, so they get a real sense of what a semi-final or a knockout match can be like.
Well done by Rian O'Dwyer. John Walsh on the charge. Quick recycle. They continue down the left-hand side. Cusack, little kick over the top. It's well taken by Luke Costello. He puts through a kick as well. Who's back for it? It's Tim Carroll. Double hit by 13 Jay Connolly and also Jamie McGarry. So Bective's going to have to work their way out of here now. Look, Pack looking to open up the angle, you'd suspect, for a relieving kick by Halpo.
Yeah, done again.
Donna back on the
You got to
pitch.
clear it. Good man.
Now, angle should be good for here. Halpenny. It's not going to make it. Who's under it? Sam Moran. It's knocked it back. Knocked it back. It is in touch.
That's a
Justin. So that's a swirling wind.
But
You feel for
Dave,
young Moran.
Dave McMullen had it on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah.
But it's showing you, once the ball has gone above 30, 40 feet, you're trying to track it. He had it one way and then the other. He looked to his left, looked to his right, and the ball came back around him, you know.
Another sub now on for Thomond, number 16. Cian McGrath, loose head. I assume he's come on for Rian Burke. We've also got young Sam Moran now down injured, receiving treatment. Wind is howling now, Paul.
He's gone.
Howling.
He's off.
Sam Moran is gone. That's a blow. You know, he got a try already. He's on 14 AIL tries for the season. It's the highest try scorer for Thomond. So, as I said, that's a blow for them. All right, Bective calling A.
But look at the wind now.
Five-man line out. Gavin Kelly.
Lovely pass.
Great pass by Halpo.
again.
Now, Bective taken on by Craig Cantwell. Offloads to Tim Carroll.
Oh, round the side.
Colin Slater,
Oh my God.
Okay, penalty against.
That was the red miss came around. He thought the ball was out though. So, I'm sure the ref was talking to him.
Arguably, was that a ruck? So
Well,
was
no,
the
it
ball-
was. It was. But you have to assume in that moment the ref is saying, "But it's still a ruck," you know. But we can't hear it from here. But
Gilson, good nudge, brings the ball just inside the 22. Now Bective, a chance, 55 minutes in.
well, you know what? At this point, though, any score is going to do because you can see how hard it is for us to get into a position like this, and we need to make sure we're getting a return.
When you get into the red zone,
Because
yeah.
every time Thomond get the ball, they're a threat. Even
Correct.
inside their own half, they're finding holes in our back line. They've got juice to back it, so they can hit. They can make the line.
Another five-man call by Bective. Suspect Gavin Kelly at the front, Gavin Kelly in the middle, but Rian O'Dwyer has gone up. Ball is broken loose. Eventually it's tidied up by Colin Slater, so it's turnover ball for Thomond. Cusack, relieving kick. Safe. Brings the
go
ball
again,
up
we go
about-
again.
Yeah, look, you're talking about the wind. Rian O'Dwyer at 6, he wears the white sleeves. Yeah, he created havoc in the lineouts here 2 weeks ago. He's really good at Peter O'Mahony-esque, in defensive
He's getting his
lineouts.
hand to it.
Yeah, but he's got a good spring. He's not even getting a lifter throwing him up. He's got great spring.
But you know, we were talking about this over a few pints, the technical alligators, and we're saying, like, even when I was playing, we were using guys 6 foot, 6'1" in the lineup just because of the weight. You were able to get them up way above the height. There was no lifting John Burger that height.
Taken by Tiernan McCluskey. The ball at the back now with Chris Poole. Halpo gets it out. Bobby Holland. Floating ball out. Kim Carroll just kicks it through. Tidied up by, I think it's Jamie McGarry. Now coming down the left hand side. Good break by Jake Connolly.
No way.
Slater. He's done well. Sherlock having to dig it out, so it's slower ball. There's the big replacement, Cian McGrath. Thomond now, they're going to change the point of attack, are they? Coming down this left-hand side. Taken on by Morgan Bateman. Continuing down the left-hand side, Luke Sherlock. It's crossing, it's crossing, it's crossing. He hasn't seen it, okay, he hasn't seen it.
No, he hasn't.
They're going to kick, I think, on that ball. They're going to kick. High hanging kick. Who's under it? Tim Carroll. Well, that's very similar to the other night. That's Keelan McMahon. I know it's going to sound strange. I feel for Keelan McMahon. He was eyes on the ball. It's very similar to what happened last night with what's his name? Zorro. What's his name? Tegan.
This doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't look good for either of them. No, it
I think
doesn't.
there might be It doesn't look good for Tim. I think the Thomond player might also.
Yeah,
He's leaving the pitch no matter what.
There's two lads going up for the boy. It's such a grey area. I know they talk about a duty of care, but both of them have a duty of care. I'm not in any way diminishing. Tim has been turned head over heels. And he
It was
actually,
exactly like
Tim looks
Brian
like he's
Cock last
out.
night. It was he had a total 360 flip. Tim is not looking good at all.
No,
And you can see by the way he hasn't moved. The arm is still.
that'll be a worry as well. I was talking to his dad, Mick, and Mum Bernie are
No, but
in at the
part
pre-match
of it now
lunch.
is to make sure that he's not moving to keep him in the one position for safety. Yeah, see, you have to do that just to be
Okay,
safe.
it's good to see he's up now.
Now, he might be fine, but I think he knew himself that when you go down like that, you're better off just because adrenaline kicks in. And you don't know whether you've done something.
So look, also
Might
good to
sound
see Ross Whitfield. He knows it's going to be a long stoppage. He's chatting with this Ethan Lyons. They're going to come up hopefully with the correct decision. But I do feel for both players. I feel for Keelan McMahon.
No, it's a red card, Chuck.
Well,
I'm not saying whether that's right or not. No,
let's
for
see.
me, it's a red card. Last night for Max Deegan, it was a red card. The onus is on, and they talk about protection, but when a player has left the ground, if you haven't got to that position yet, you have to pull out. And I know it's easy to say, you're running at top speed, how do you do that? You can. And you need to, and I think that what they're trying to do is change the psyche of the players to say that when you are chasing a kick like that, you have to, the first thing to come to your mind is to be pulling out, not to be going for it, and it's to protect the guy in the air. And I'd say that for both sides. If this was the other way around, that'd be a red card for Bective. 100%.
Let's see cards. Let's see. I hate seeing anyone get card. Honest to
I
God.
understand that, but
Honest to God. Although I was screaming for one for Luke Costello last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
good
no
to
way.
see that Tim is up. Also good to see the Keelan is up. Keelan's not a dirty player. I know him. He's a good kid.
No, and I don't think anyone's implying that he was. It's that incident. You have to pull out. There is no ifs and buts about it. He was in the air, and it's unfortunate. Some of the cleanest and best players are caught in it, and it's a millisecond decision. And unfortunately now they're saying the decision has to be you pull out.
It's a yellow. Okay, it's a yellow. Yellow's a compromise. It's a yellow. Okay. Don't want to see anyone getting sent off in the semi-final. It's a yellow.
I'll put it on record. I don't agree with that, but
Holding his shoulder too, Keelan. I don't think he's great after that. Anyway, relieving penalty. Thomond down to 14 men. Nice nudge from
we have to
Gelso.
punish them for this now. They put us under a lot of pressure with Gavin Kelly off.
And
They
it's a
brought the score to
forward.
10 all actually with Gavin off.
Problem with the scrums, if you try to capitalise on Keelan, the 7 being in the bin is, you're looking at Cian McGrath. Cian's a big unit. You're not going to be shifting Cian around the park. So let's see what we do tactically. Taken at the back. There was knocked back. So from one McCluskey to another. Eventually, Tiernan gets his foot down the buff. Slower ball. Taken on by Gav Kelly. He stopped in his tracks. Now Bective trying to go wide. Gilson it. Oisin McCluskey. Bobby again, Gilson and again, Tiernan. He'll want to go straight at them, indeed he does. Breaks the first man. Eventually he's taken down by Evan Cusack on the 10 metre line. Bective numbers down the short side. Just can they work the ball around. Looked like a forward pass there. Thomond crowd screaming for it. I feel for them, thought it was. However, it's play on. Taken on by Chris Hennessy. Chris Poole, good double hit by Thomond. Bobby Holland, again looking to get the ball wide. Tim Carroll, bit isolated, needs support. Evan Cusack trying to rip the ball. The buff. Gavin Kelly. Taken by Fitzgerald and John Walsh. Bective, short side again, Chris Hennessy. Taken by Slater. Gav Kelly. So two teams going at each other, not really making any ground, but Bective holding on to the ball. Halpenny doesn't want to throw out soppy ball, takes it on himself. Scotty Barron breaks through Slater, swivels, does well, breaks through Rian. Oisin McCluskey. It's well tackled, however, you can now, the chance for Bective out wide, here we go. Craig Cantwell gets it out to Tim Carr, he gets it out too. Dave McPolan on the wing, he's over the 22, great defensive tackle. Need a halfback, good counter-rooking by Thomond. Sloppy ball for Halpo.
They've got to lock
Counter-rooking. We'll take that. Bective ran on a quick tip and goal. Looks like they knocked it on, so it's going to be a Thomond scrum. Is that right? Is that what you saw there?
That's what he's awarded, yeah.
Double substitution coming on for Thomond. 17, Sean Rice, Munchin's lad, and also number 20, Joshua Tunney-Ware. Taking the quick one, thinking clearly under pressure. We're in a cup match. It's a 3-point game.
I mean, it's hard to say exactly what happened. Clearly we took a quick one. There was a lot of traffic in there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, arguably they're not back 10 and clear knock on. I don't know. I didn't see it. Referee clearly thought that it was taken quick but knocked down in the process. So,
yeah, so the replacements for Thomond, Colin Slater, and I think it's Joe Costello, it is, number 5, coming off. Okay, look, Bective will be disappointed with that. Was an opportunity for us. We are 61 minutes in, Bective 13, Thomond 10. My nerves are shot.
But the defence there by Thomond, was fantastic. They were on the gain line, catching us every time. Big physical hits, 1 or 2 man hits. It was a stage there we were going nowhere but left and right. Weren't making any ground. But then we got the ball moved to the side, got out wide. Dave had a crack. He was unlucky not to beat his man on the outside, but a good recycle of the ball, forced the penalty, but then it was that decision. I think Gilson needed to grab that ball and put it into touch. Sometimes the hothead, quick tap and go, looking for the extra 10 yards maybe, I don't know.
Good scrum by Bective. Good scrum by, he's giving it against Bective.
The exact same position the other way, and the penalty went to the team. Dark arts, man. Dark arts.
Oh, lads, I tell you, forget your Ozempic, forget your Monjaro, you don't need GLP-1s. Follow Bective and you lose all the weight with the hors d'oeuvres. My nerves are shot. That's a good nudge by Cusack.
Yeah, it's a good, if you're a Thomond man, you're thinking to yourself they've resisted a huge amount of
pressure,
pressure,
and they've made a 40-metre gain, and it's their possession for the line out. We are 62 minutes in. Bective 13, Thomond 10.
Oh, we've left it behind.
Stolen, tidied up, look by, no, he's calling a knock on. Scrappy ball.
You got to be quicker to react to that. It's one thing. It's
the bounce on the Astro as well, Paul. There's no consistency in the bounce on Astro.
But it wasn't done a chase in the bounce. It was the rest of the team dropping back into that position to even prevent Thomond coming through. Anyway. Next play, next roll, next job, what do we do? Thomond have a short side anyway. Dave is dropping back. Their winger is...
Yeah, so of course they lost Sam Baran, but they still have Luke Costello out here, hanging wide out here on the left. Keelan McMahon looking down here on the touchline, asking how long is left on his yellow.
They're looking to force the penalty.
Good scrum by Thomond. Fitzgerald, good tackle by Bective. Slower ball, Sherlock is having to dig it out, taken on by O'Dwyer. Ball is broken loose, taken by Chris Poole, he's hacked it forward, that's why forwards shouldn't be kicking the ball. Stay in play, it has stayed in play. Luke Costello. Oh, that is now a win. Sorry for disrespecting you, Chris Poole. We got lucky on the bounce and awkward angle for Luke Costello to clear his line, so we've made 30 metres, Paul. We've got an attacking line out.
Most importantly was the chase and the pressure which forced that. If you're kicking a ball, you've got to get the chase, and it can't be one, it has to be two, three or four.
That's the way to win the cup.
Yeah. And that pressure forced now. I don't know, I think he could have stepped him with his juice and tore up the middle of the pitch there, but I'll take that kick to touch and the turnover.
So man down injured, Scotty Barron. Think he's broken a fingernail.
But we have to convert this into points, because here we are again.
Yeah.
There's a third or fourth opportunity. We're inside the 22 now. We'll be down the other side. Maybe this line will be a bit more forgiving. So Buffer's coming off. So Chen will. Oscar Egan coming back after a couple of months off with a knee injury. Yeah. Is the knee heavily strapped there anyway?
Yeah, he's got a problem with his knee cartilage. There's none left. Right, but that's for another day.
Pick that up and
so, yeah, so we've got Oscar at loose edge, Scotty at hooker, and Chen will move to tight edge. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man call by Bective. 65 minutes in. Well taken by Gavin Kelly. That's a good drive on now. Ball at the back with Chris Poole. Yeah, but we're moving forward. We're 5 metres up, we're 4 metres up, we're 3 metres up, he's all the way in again! It's a try! Try for Bective, 65 minutes on the clock, try for Chris Poole. That will relieve a little bit of pressure, but it all came from the follow-up, as you said, Paul, from that hack through by Chris Poole, and he gets a reward for the try.
Like, if there was no chase there, no pressure, there would have been more time to exit. And potentially the line-out would have been probably out around the 40 or the halfway. We've been, I think, our strike rate close to the try line, maybe 5-10 metres out throughout the season. With pretty good return in terms of catch, drive and score, which essentially was exactly what that was. This is a very important kick though here, obviously, to put a 10-point gap in it. 18 points to 10.
Come on, Bilto. Leaning a little bit to the left. I think he might hook this. He's pushed it. Okay, we are 66 minutes in, 14 minutes left in normal time. Bective have now made it a 2-score game. It's Bective 18, Thomond 10. We always talk, Paul, all season. We're at our most vulnerable now. It's how we receive this kickoff and get back up. 18-10, corrected by Rory, 18-10. Cusack, does he go long or does he go for a short contestable?
Goes long.
It's going long.
Someone's got to take that. It's gone backwards.
Eventually tidied up by Chris Poole, but we're deep in the Bective 22.
Someone has to put a name on that ball. We talk about the importance of taking the ball from the kick-off after scoring, and nobody wanted that ball. And now look at us. We've got to be hard on ourselves in that position. Harpo's going to take the responsibility here for the clearance. Not a bad job.
He's going to make it, it is. On the 10-metre line. Yeah.
Ben Mannion has obviously played at full back for a spell.
He was a half-back, I think. I think he was a half-back. He's got the mouth to be a half-back.
Yeah. Although he's developing the shape of a football.
Steady. Okay, so Sean Rice with the throw. How many are they going to go with? Looks like 6, is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look, that was a bit of a getaway.
5-man by Munchins.
Very poor attempt to call that from the kick-off, but we've put it to the 40 anyway. But it's possession turnover.
Taken at the front, well taken by Thomond. Now, opportunity. Fitzgerald straight up. Tackled on the 10-metre line by Chris Poole. Quick recycle. They want to come down the short side. Taken on by Goggin. Again the short side. McGarry. Ball is broken loose. Turnover. Tidied up by Gavin Kelly. Now Harpo. Nobody home if he wants to make the kick. There's nobody home. However, Bective want to go out. Break by old man Bobby, he's done well, offloads it to Gilly, now it's out to Tim Carroll, he sees us Owen home, puts through a long kick, stay in place, stay in place, stay in place, stay in place, stay in play, unlucky.
Very unlucky, yeah. Great defensive tackle there. I didn't see the Thomond player, but oh my God, he got Bobby very good.
Yeah,
Bobby
huge
was
hole
showing
over
over,
here
yeah,
on
yeah.
the right hand, it's easy for us.
It shows you the bounce of the ball
gantry.
there. Lovely kick by Tim, and it just countered on in between, or over the dead ball area there. Yeah.
69 minutes on the clock, Bective 18, Thomond 10.
A bounce of the ball, you're defending now, or you could be attacking 5 metres from Thomond's line, you know. Next score could make it a very interesting finish to this game. As you say, the cardiac department down in Vincent's Hospital have been put on notice.
Jesus.
Okay, front row gone down.
Thomond back up to full complement. I'm not sure the Keelan McMahon come back on, but they are back up to full 8 in the scrum. I see Sully on the touchline getting ready to come back in. I'm also looking at Luke Costello, 15, hugging the touchline here underneath us. So are they going to look for maybe Cusack doing a kick pass?
Now it's out.
Loose ball. Good scrag by McCluskey. So it's slower ball for Thomond. However, ref's got the hand out here. Looks like it's a free shot taken on by John Walsh. He has. It's a free play for Thomond. What are they going to do? Cusack puts through a little dinky kick. It's knocked on, unfortunate, by Jake Connolly. But the ref, Ross Whitfield's going to bring them back for a penalty. Gives Cusack a chance and nudge down the touchline. Didn't see what that was for. We're now up to 71 minutes on the clock. Jesus wept.
Will the referee play 38 minutes in the second half?
Jesus wept.
Okay.
Safe nudge just on the 22, I think, Paul.
Big effort required here by Bective.
Well, it's 18 metres out. It's better than it looked from here.
Well, the Costello's still hugging the touchline over here. They've obviously got a play in mind.
Yeah, it's a kick pass, isn't it? It's a kick pass.
I'm
not sure if rollers can see him. Our coaching ticket should be screaming
I'm
it.
thinking they're looking at 1 or 2 phases and then a kick pass, but I mean, safe ball to the front.
Taken by Goggin at the front, yeah. Peel off by 19. Morgan Bateman.
No, now he's saying release, leg on the ground. All is out. Now they're looking.
So they're inching forward. Hands off, hands off, hands off, hands off. Fitzgerald.
No, steal.
Down again down the short side. Number 20, Tony Ware. Taken on by McGrath.
Good tackle.
Jason Kiley. They're making yards. They're going to score, Paul. They're going to score. They're flipping around here short side. Looked like a knock on, but he's let it go. He's let it go. Defense, Bective. Defense. Make your tackles. They have made their tackles. Yeah. Taken on by Ricey. Sean Rice. Fitzgerald again. Good tackle. That was young Tom Mack made the tackle. Coming around the corner again, Goggin. Jesus, your nerves to be shot. 73 minutes. Walsh. It's turnover. That's a turnover, is it?
No, penalty.
And they've tipped and gone. Sherlock has tipped and gone. He's tipped and gone. Okay.
No, referee.
Back the second time for, and he's doing a double.
Referee.
Oh no, yeah, there's double.
He's putting his hand in his pocket as well, is he?
For what?
That's a poor call.
For what? It's Chris Poole, yellow card.
Well, we're playing the last 7 minutes without
Discipline,
Chris Poole. We're down to 14 men. They're going to take the 3 points here and make it a final flurry.
They are indeed. 74 minutes on the clock. Chris Poole in the bin. Straight in front of the sticks, more or less. Evan Cusack ain't going to miss this. It's good, so we're back to a 5-point game. It's squeaky bum time. 2 replacements, double replacements for Thomond. They're bringing back on their starting props. Rian Burke and Sully have come back on. So we have 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Bective 18, Thomond 13. As Royal would say, don't forget to breathe. Jesus, my nerves. Jesus, my nerves.
Back in the day, Munster were exceptional at this type of closing out a game with 5 minutes on the clock.
Gilso kicks long, taken by Rian O'Dwyer. They've done well, that's a good break by the number 8 Shane Kelly. So possession straight back with Thomond. Jamie McGarry. It's about discipline now, trusting the process, making your tackles. Making your tackles.
Now they're shouting for everything.
Cusack, Fitzgerald.
Getting into touch. Getting into touch.
Just shy of the halfway line. It's still Thomond possession. No penalties down, no penalties. It's all about discipline. Sully, pullback, another pullback. Now, charging through Jamie McGarry. He's over the halfway. He's over the 10-metre line. He's coming up. He's cut back inside. Bective need to make their tackles. Eventually he's scragged down, maybe 10 metres out. Loose ball, but it's tidied up by Thomond. Discipline here now, keep your shape. Bective are shorter numbers out the far side. If Thomond can work the ball out, they have worked the ball out. Number 8, Shane Kelly cuts back inside. He's eventually taken down 5 metres out. McGarry now out here on the left-hand touchline, screaming for the kick pass. This could be the game for Thomond. Cusack has seen him. He gets the ball out. McGarry takes it, however, he's well tackled by Roland. He needs to release, he hasn't released. Rollers has kicked it through, he's hacked it ahead, it's up to the 10-metre line. He's back for Thomond, it's 20. Tony Ware, he's missed it. Rollers has hacked it through again. Go on, Rollers! Go on, Rollers! 5 metres, 4 metres. Down and up by Tony Ware. He must release it too. He has a penalty to Bective. It's a penalty to Bective. On the 1 metre line, we are 2 minutes left. Take the kick. Take the kick.
You have to kick here. Everybody's down.
Oh, Jesus Christ, my heart.
I think everybody now needs to take a little bit of a breather. Have a sip of a nice tonic drink. And
Lads, to be fair to Jason Tunney, he did so well to get back and up, but he was isolated.
So here's the thing to consider here. This is a penalty, can't be charged down. Gilso doesn't have to go too far back, bearing in mind the conditions. Just, I'd say, 10 metres, pop it across the post, and that makes it a 2-score game. It should be the end of it. That's the simple way of looking at it.
Yeah, Rory O'Loughlin on with the tee. They're going to take the kick. It's 5 points in the difference at the moment. It's Bective 18,
he's not going to go back too far.
Thomond 13.
Step back inside. See, this can't be charged down, so they can't leave the line.
3 minutes on the
Looking for an
clock.
angle.
Come on, Gilso.
Okay.
He's got it, he's got it, he's got it! Skipper Matty Gilson with
blow the whistle.
The ref has blown it up again early, 2.5 minutes early. Jeez, your nerves will be shot. Congratulations to Bective. Bective run out victors, 21 points to 13. Commiserations to Thomond. You all know I love Thomond, my favourite club outside of Bective. They put up such a fight there. Honest to God, 2 minutes ago I thought they were going to score in the corner here and steal the game. Unbelievable fight. Commiserations to Thomond. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a final next Saturday. Clonmel have absolutely stuffed Dolphin down in Arguia. We're on the road again once more. Our 9th bus journey of the season next Saturday, 2:30 in Arguia. Bective Rangers and Clonmel will contest the Division 2C final. What a great day here in Bective Rangers. This is Bective Rangers TV, produced and directed by Louis Manahan. On camera, Rory O'Connor. On co-coms, Paul Hatton and his daughter Esme. I'm Chuck Byrne. That's a wrap.
Lads, who dropped money?